You know that feeling, right? You wake up from a super vivid dream, or you get this really strong gut feeling about something, and you're left wondering, what is this trying to tell me? Is this some deep, profound message, or is it just, my own mind playing tricks on me? Well, today we're going to dive deep into that exact question, looking at it through the incredible lens of Indian spirituality. It's such a classic internal battle, isn't it? You get this powerful sense about a decision, or maybe a person, a path you should take. But then, almost immediately, the doubt starts to creep in. Is this real intuition guiding me, or is this just my own anxiety, my own desires, my past baggage just echoing back at me? Figuring out how to tell those two signals apart, well, that's what this is all about. And this is where it gets really interesting. See, ancient spiritual traditions, they frame this completely differently. They kind of sidestep that whole is this real or not real debate. For them, a dream is a real experience. The really important question isn't about whether it's valid, it's about the origin. Where did it come from? Is this message bubbling up from the noisy, emotional part of the mind? Or is it coming from somewhere deeper, a clearer source of awareness? So, to find that clear signal, we first have to get a handle on the noise. And believe me, most of that noise comes from what we can call the mind's own little dream factory. In Indian philosophy, this big storehouse is called the chitta. Now, you can think of it like your subconscious mind, but just imagine it as way more vast and all-encompassing. It's not some dusty old attic. It's this living, breathing, dynamic archive of literally everything that makes you, you. And it's from this incredibly deep well that most of our dreams are pulled. So what's actually packed in there? Well, everything. Your memories, for sure, but also all the powerful drivers of your life. Your absolute deepest desires, your hidden fears, all your attachments, those unhealed emotions we all carry around. And the source material calls these deep-seated patterns samskaras. Think of them like these powerful mental grooves, They're etched into your mind, and they shape your reality and have a huge influence on your dreams. And this right here helps explain why our dreams can feel more real than life itself sometimes. When you're asleep, your conscious, logical brain, the part of you that's usually filtering and organizing everything, is completely offline. This allows all that raw, unfiltered emotional stuff from your chitta to just rush right to the front. It is pure, raw, emotional memory taking center stage. But okay, beyond all of that noise, there is another voice, a clear, distinct signal. This is the voice of pure intuition. So let's take a look at how this presents a completely different picture. This voice is called Buddhi. It's your clear, intuitive intellect. And there's this really powerful analogy from the Mahabharata. Just imagine for a second that your mind is the confused, emotionally torn warrior Arjuna, standing on the battlefield of life. Well, Buddhi is the calm, the clear, the wise guidance of Krishna, who sees the entire picture without any of that emotional turmoil. So how does this actually feel? Well, it's the total opposite of a chaotic dream. The voice of Buddhi is calm, it's precise, it's totally free from all that emotional storminess. And this is crucial. It doesn't create fear or anxiety. It doesn't scream at you, you have to react right now. There's no urgency, no panic. It's just a simple, quiet state of knowing. And here it is. This is the ultimate litmus test right here. If a feeling or a message, whether it's from a dream or just a waking thought, makes you feel agitated, restless, or it creates this storm of mental noise, it's a product of the mind, of the chitta. True intuition, that voice of Buddhi, it brings peace and clarity, not chaos. Okay, so now let's put them side by side. This is the showdown. This comparison is going to make everything crystal clear. Just look at this breakdown. On one side, you have dreams coming from the mind. They're emotional and turbulent. On the other side, intuition is calm and silent. Dreams, they often become repetitive, obsessive, just looping and looping in your head. But intuition, it arrives once clearly. Dreams create confusion and attachment. They make you obsess over things, but intuition leaves you with a feeling of clarity and peace. And finally, dreams feel like these complicated puzzles that need endless interpretation, while intuition, it just needs to be accepted. So, if this clear voice of intuition actually exists, how in the world do we tune out the noise from the mind's dream factory and actually hear it? Well, the ancient sages basically laid out a practical path for us. First, silence. You got to reduce the noise, both around you and inside you. Second, meditation. This is about creating the actual space for that clear voice to be heard. Third, and this one's big, detachment. You have to let go of your desperate need for a certain outcome. And finally, self-observation. You learn to just watch your thoughts and your emotions without getting totally swept away by them.
This is such an elegant way to sum up the entire concept. Dreams are a reflection of your attachments, your fears, your desires. They show you what you're clinging to. But intuition, it's a direct perception of reality. It doesn't ask questions, it just states. It simply presents what is.
So we'll end with a question for you to take away with you. According to this wisdom, truth arrives once, clearly. It's the mind that gets stuck in a loop, repeating the same old stories, the same fears, the same scenarios over and over again. So the next time you're trying to find that clear signal, just ask yourself this: what is my mind repeating? The answer to that question will show you exactly where the noise is.